So number one, what's the question or questions we are trying to answer in this meeting? And here's a clue. If there's no worthwhile questions that we're trying to answer, what are we having the meeting for? If it's about informing each other, go out to lunch and have a conversation. Or send an email. If you believe that you've got too many meetings. So you can use meetings for affiliation if that's the point of the meeting. Yes, we want to get together because we don't see each other off. That's a legitimate reason. But then state that that's the reason. And go do something social. Come to a lovely venue like this and have a conversation where you get to know each other better. But if the premise of the meeting is to advance an outcome, which is really what should happen when senior people get together, more or less, we should be advancing an outcome, then that's really the first question you want to ask. What are the questions that we are trying to answer in this meeting? Number one. Number two is, do we have all the people that are necessary to answer those questions? How many times do you turn up to a meeting and the people who actually have critical parts of information are not there? So everyone spends a whole bunch of time and energy and nothing happens. Third, what do we all need to know and understand before we even show up in order to answer those questions? Because you know what? Meetings can become very, very short when people know exactly what questions need to be answered and everybody has the inside information in advance. Often you'll find you don't need to have the meeting at all. Or if you do, you get to the meeting and it's set for an hour and everybody says, here's why we're here, this is why it's critical, this is the question we're here to answer, you've all read it, what do you think? You all agree, everybody can leave. And the last one, which is my favourite, which is, why am I critical to this meeting? Because unless I'm critical to this meeting, wouldn't you prefer me to be spending my time somewhere else, advancing our outcomes on another part of our agenda? If I'm not critical to this meeting, and we are in an organisation where we trust each other, wouldn't it be better for me to go and spend that time doing something else? There are 4 or 5 tactics. I have a whole arsenal of dirty tricks, so I never have to go to a meeting, more or less. But what happens in the end is when you show up, you're not there because you have to, you're there because you want to. So here's a clue, guys. If you're showing up to a meeting because you have to, because someone told you to, that's a clue. Now, maybe the problem is yours. You haven't spent the time to really understand the value of the meeting and you need a better narrative in your head. But you're showing up as a victim, you're then contributing to the malaise of that meeting, and then we end up with something that the American military calls incestuous amplification. You know what that is? It's when a group of really smart people come together and collectively get more stupid. Not that I feel passionately about this thing. Thank you for your question.